In the book The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, the story is told through the eyes of the main character Offred, who is a handmaid in the Republic of Gilead. Gilead is a totalitarian and theocratic state that has replaced the United States. This means that the society is ruled by a dictator. In The Handmaid's Tale, it is the eyes that rule and dictate everyone. In a totalitarian society, there is also very little to no freedom, and the handmaids have no freedom whatsoever to do what they'd like. Due to a radiation spill, only certain people have the ability to conceive children. These people are known as the handmaids. In the Republic of Gilead, the handmaids get assigned to elite families, only those who have trouble conceiving. In the Republic of Gilead, everyone in the society has a specific color which represents who they are. The commanders all wear black, along with the eyes and the angels, who are the armed guards that patrol. Black represents power and dominance, so it makes sense that the men all wear black. Then there is the commander's wives. The commander's wives all wear blue of purity from the Virgin Mary of the Renaissance time. Now, the handmaids all wear red because it represents the color of blood. Offred states in the book, "Everything except the wings around my face is red, the color of blood which defines us." The Marthas wear dull green dresses like a surgeon's gown of the time before. They are irrelevant in the society. The attire in this time seems to be similar to the early 1900s when women dressed very conservatively. When reading fictional literature like The Handmaid's Tale, it helps us understand our world better, as it makes us realize how we should live our lives better and more productively. It makes us look at the world differently and how we often take things for granted. When reading The Handmaid's Tale, the handmaids have no voice and were forced into their positions. They have no individuality and no freedom whatsoever. They are not known by their names, but by their status in society. In our society today, people complain so much about having to go to work. But in The Handmaid's Tale, Offred yearns to just go to work again, so she may be relevant in society. She wants to feel needed and independent again. We take for granted our freedom that we do have, and someday we may regret all the things we never fully appreciated due to having it all. Reading about a fictional world also helps us understand our world better because we read about things that could possibly happen and we realize how thankful we are to have what we have. We think about current issues. Right now, Donald Trump is trying to implement laws that we had earlier in the 1900s that degrade women. He has paused the equal pay rule that Obama was trying to put in place. This book informs readers about how easy it is for men to rise above women when it comes to public standing and equality. When thinking about fictional literature, this novel really makes us challenge our way of thinking about our world because, in reality, our world could turn into something similar to the society in The Handmaid's Tale. The plot line behind The Handmaid's Tale is not crazy fictional, as it is something that could actually happen in the near future due to our environmental issues and pollution problems, as well as health problems among people. In fictional literature, we get to see past and present events happening simultaneously, things that have happened in the past and now showing us sort of futuristic approaches. Many things in fictional literature are based off of real events in our life, but made into fictitious events with much more fictional detail to seem interesting. Overall, when reading or watching fictional literature or media, we see different realities that people may think are impossible. Many pieces of fictional literature are very similar to our society today, but many do not interpret it like that. Again, reading about fictional literature helps us understand our world better because if someone can come up with an idea for a realistic story like The Handmaid's Tale, it could maybe happen in real life. This then leads us to think about how our world could turn out someday. It also challenges our way of thinking because people don't realize how easy it is for our world to turn to tragedy. Comparing our world to The Handmaid's Tale really allows people to put their thoughts into perspective.